Movie has Peter Green, the original Killian Murphy. A little fun fact. Um, Actually, I don't know when Killian Murphy hopped on the game, but before Killian Murphy was Peter Green, and now we got um, Killian Murphy. The movie is called The Mask, and it stars Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz. And I just rewatched it right now, and I'm like, holy crap, this is pretty interesting. I loved this movie as a kid. I did not know how much it was relatable to Mexican American history. He kind of plays he turns into a cartoon. He has this mask kind of like that mask as Mesoamerican mask or like this mask. A lot of very Mesoamerican old like Mayan Aztec mask. It doesn't necessarily say it's Mesoamerican, but the only people that make masks are like African tribes and probably a lot of Mesoamericans would make green jade masks. That this one was made out of wood or something, but um, it looked Mesoamerican. Plus, he turned into a cartoon character, which is like Texas Avery. I seen little VHSs that said Texas Avery Classics, and it was like this wolf that acts like a freaking buffoon around sexy women. And upon looking at it, I said, "Holy shit! The suits that he was wearing, look awfully familiar. They're kind of cartoony, but since I know my history, those are like zoot suits. He wears a zoot suit, and he even does a dance, a pachuco dance in the movie. So, if you look up pachuco, is basically like a zoot suiter, like a Mexican American zoot suiter from I'm not sure, like probably the 1930s or 40s or 50s, early LA history. There's a lot of racist history of the zoot suiters, of how they were discriminated, and there's just a lot of history about it. So there's a lot of little Latino. There's a lot of Latino things in there. I would say that it kind of borderlines on offensive, but they don't. Mexicans don't really get offended too much on racism because they're just too aware of it. But the movie was very entertaining. It was very colorful and it was very enjoyable. I could watch it over and over again. Um, the CGI, early CGI in 1994, um, it looked pretty decent. CGI was good to make things look cartoony, and that's exactly how they used it. They used it to make it look cartoony. So CGI is good if you want to make something cartoony, but if you want to make it look realistic, it's not going to look very real. It's going to look cartoony. So the movie is very colorful, cartoony. The jokes are actually very they're what are they called? They're kind of like they're edgy. It's edgy comedy. It's not cookie cutter um princess comedy that's PG or PC, politically correct. Um, the jokes are like real strong jokes. People could get very offended. Like nowadays, if you watch it nowadays, you will get offended because it's making fun of Mexican Americans from the 1930s or 40s um, that were zoot suiters. That's what the mask turns into. Um, but it was a damn entertaining movie, and it was very special. Nothing like it, really. Um, the entire concept of the movie is that Stanley Ipkiss is a nice guy. He's a nice guy, and he gets pushed around by too many people, by businesses, by women, by friends, by everybody. Everyone pushes him around because he's a nice guy and he's trying to find a woman. So what happens is when he got the mask, he puts it on, he no longer becomes a nice guy. He becomes this pachuco, or he becomes like a zoot suitor or this wacky cartoon character um, from Texas Avery Classics. I don't know who exactly that wolf is, but um, I looked on eBay and that thing actually exists. So he becomes a cartoon character basically, and that cartoon character is a racist stereotype of Mexican Americans. So I don't know if they did that crap on purpose, but they mix. They mix together. But it gives him confidence, and he doesn't get pushed around anymore. People still try to disrespect him, but he now deals with it either violently or in some weird way. And that's what the mask does. It covers up his Mr. Nice Guy and turns him into uh, a, a guy that doesn't take crap from anybody. And if he wants a girl, he goes and gets a girl. He kisses her, he dances with her. He ain't shy. He's just like, he just goes balls out. And it's very entertaining. It's a really good movie. It's done very well. It's very colorful. It's not too long. It's kind of short. It goes by very quick and it's very good at getting your attention. So I'm definitely one of those movies that, like, I remember as a kid watching this. We quoted this movie so much. Like we would say smoking like all the time as kids. Now it's kind of stupid. Like I look at it and I'm like, "Oh, that's not why the hell were we saying that?" But I guess we really loved Jim Carrey back in those days. He was very entertaining for us kids. We loved growing up with Jim Carrey. So I would say it still holds up. Some of the jokes are still really good, very relatable. There's a lot of adult humor in it. It's not very kiddish. It's not for kids. It's for adults and kids, kind of, but it's more towards adults. It's like an adult comedy. So I would say definitely get this damn thing, get this movie into your collection. You could probably get it cheap. DVD can't be more than a couple bucks, $2, $3. You could probably get it. You could get disc only DVDs for about um $3 on eBay. Less than $3. I don't know how they do it. It costs like $1.50 to ship, and minus the fees and the taxes and all that crap. These people ain't making money on these DVDs. But it's free on Tubi, so you don't have to even buy it. But it is one of those movies that you want to have on your collection. It's really nice. I definitely recommend you watch it and buy it.